Fellow citizen, I know you are sorely in trouble after this health crisis. We have crossed difficult time, but we have defeated the virus. And before all, I want to say thanks you. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for your understanding the crisis and for understanding the measure taken to stop it. Once again, thanks.
For every crisis, there has always been a before and an after. As we are restarting our societies, I believe a time has come to seriously think of alternatives, to reflect on the future we want for ourselves. We need change on many levels. And what better times than a global crisis to bring to the surface all the inadequacies of our world.
We are in 2020, right after the lockdown, and the world must change. Most of people say it, we must see what we've done, we must change things. The world can't work this way anymore. Of course we can't change things by snapping our fingers, but we can do something. We must do something.
I want society to change and to realize a lot of things.
We saw it with this crisis. Not only for our country, but also for the world, we have to change. We have to learn to work all together, no matter the differences, no matter the money. It is an emergency. We have to aim for collective security, happiness and freedom.
I think that a series of important measures must be applied for the future.
I think the coronavirus was good for the planet, but not for us.
We have all seen a lot less pollution. It has been good for everyone. That's why from now on there will be bicycle paths practically everywhere and bicycle park.
We must reduce pollution. But if we want that, we mustn't eat food that comes from the other side of the planet. Because to get here, they use boats, planes, petrol in fact. Also, industrial food is made with petrol. We must change that. I suggest that farmers and gardeners run training sessions to let us learn how to produce our own food. I also suggest that instead of going into a supermarket, we go into little shops around our houses.
Then there is the pollution of plastic. I realized that all liquid soaps are in plastic containers. I discovered a very special soap. It's a box made of soap and inside it is the liquid soap. Once you use the liquid soap, you can use the box that is made of soap.
I really hope people will stop saying that small gestures for our planet are useless, because they aren't. It's by doing small gestures that we will make the change.
I want to see a future in which we do not consider nature as our possession. Nature is an entity on which we depend. Either we live by her rules or ours perish.
We stopped cars and planes during the lockdown. We can continue now, no? For the future. For our future, for the future of our children. Continue to stop the pollution. Yeah.
I want to see less individualism. You need to understand that your own behavior has a real impact on other people's life.
We need to help the people in difficult situations because of the family, because of the isolation, or because of the fear of saying the virus come back.
I need to see more generosity. In those times, we need all together to be more attentive to what the others need or to how they feel.
I saw how lucky I was to live in a house with a garden. Hundreds of people live in little apartments and people sleep in the street. That's why old buildings are going to be renovated and new buildings are going to be created.
We must guarantee our children an exemplary education, and for that, the program will be entirely revisited.
I really hope I can see more gratefulness so that people stop complaining about small things and start enjoying life a bit more.
I want to see a future in which our priorities have been rethought, because things we need the most are not always the ones we value the most. A future in which we restrict the interconnected world, while we can still enjoy services locally. A future in which respect prevails and minorities are no longer oppressed. It is not us on one side and them on the other, for the true victim is always human dignity.
There's too much racism, sexism, homophobia. What can we do? First, I am strongly against it. Everybody deserves to be listened to. I encourage everyone to call out all the sexist acts they witness. I encourage the police not to distinguish between white and black people. I encourage pride walks. I can't do really more than support you, but I just want you to know that France is a free country and we can't be silent about who we are just because we are told to.
The road to progress ahead of us is very long, but I personally carry hopes. The virus has shown humanity that we are not invincible, that the impossible can turn into reality, that the end could be near if we let things happen. So above all, I want to see a future in which we all pay more attention to what surrounds us.
There's a lot to do, but if we all do that, the world will be better and we will be happier.